When you get the nudge, like, go be there, go be present, go cherish. And then also I'm very conscious about, so I go spend time while they're still here, right? And then I do this reflection process where it's kind of like a life review type thing, where I start to look back on all the memories while they're still here. And so you get to like kind of spend that time, and so that can be a bit of an emotional roller coaster where you're looking back on the good and the bad, right? The positive stuff, but we learn from the negative stuff. That's where we learn to do better.
Right.
Is maybe if I had a lot going on and was highly emotional, maybe short-tempered, something like that. It's those ideas of, oh yeah, I was transferring some pain, was transferring some frustration, right? I wasn't my best self. And so when I'm doing this like life review part, it's really holding myself accountable. I'm going to really cherish her, but then what about me? Like, could I have done differently? I did this with my mom's previous dog, Gracie. This was a few years ago, but yeah, I went and spent a week with her. And that with her, she's very hyper and always wanted to play and could be annoying at times and that kind of stuff. Those moments, their frustration can mount. Yeah, I wouldn't be my best self. It was a huge reality check with me to really kind of take a look inward and be, well, yeah, I don't want this to happen again. I want to show up. I want to be present. If I'm frustrated, I want to go address those things so that I'm not transferring any of those frustrations. I did it with her. I also did it. So one of my mentors passed away. It was probably about 5 years ago now as well. So it was an old baseball coach. He helped me through college. He really showed me like what it means to be an outstanding man. Just extremely like generous, but he would hold you accountable to things too. He would hold that space for you to live up to your potential. But then if you weren't taking those actions, he could have that edge to him where he'll call you out and things like that. He was very, very special to me. And that was the thing. So when I heard kind of that news, it was okay. I cleared my week. I just sat with it. I just really soak up. I like to do the grieving right away, because if anything's stuck in my nervous system, have to move. It gets so uncomfortable because I'm like ultra sensitive at this point, right? When I'm a little out of balance, like that calls my attention big time, and I like have to go into it. And so I like to take these things to the bottom. So that means I'm going to ride all the waves. I'm going to feel it. I'm going to go through it. And each aspect that I examine, that where I feel like I could have done better, I could have showed up differently, maybe I could have done more, I'm going to take mental notes of that. I'm going to make the adjustments of, I need to integrate this into me so that I can show up better in my relationships. I can be more present with people. I can really be there for somebody who's struggling. It's that ability to kind of hold that emotional space that gets developed in that process of, I want to feel the good and the bad. That's because that's what life is. My number one driver is to be free, right? I would say that means free emotionally. That means I'm not like carrying stuck energy from my past, right? I can be present, and negative emotions are going to come in, but those are always teachers to me. And so I'm going to ride that wave. And I create that space on a regular basis to do that. We're going to go into some suggestions, maybe some insights. It's one of those things we can glaze over, we can tuck away, we can run from it. And I think mortality especially, that can be one of the most powerful motivators any of us have to really appreciate and cherish life and actually go after our dreams and desires. But then also like a relationship ending, that's an important grieving process as well, because we get to examine how we interacted with another person and how we could have done better and how we want to show up differently in the future. And also kind of question maybe the type of relationships I want in the future as well.